Hey, go back some chance. Today consider Hajime and Ippo. Last video I watched 4 episodes surrounding Ippo and Vodka's match. Went all the way to 5 rounds. I didn't think it'd go that long, and I also thought he was gonna win. Before that, I think it was episode 3 when I was about to like, oh, they're wrapping it up as soon as we start episode 4, but that took the whole like episode to finish. And then there's sometimes I thought, oh, maybe he could lose. I didn't want to think that actually though, out loud, and believe it myself. That was those 4 episodes. I talked about how I felt about that match at the end of last video, so I'm not going to repeat it again here. I was going to do a whole like recap of my own thoughts, but no. And then the last thing I want to mention is the poll I did about the blurring. I feel like I should have done a poll earlier on, already 50 episodes in, but better late than never. So yeah, now I'm gonna stop blurring it. And that is it. So not further ado, let's continue. Watch what I do on screen. Sometimes like, oh, the blur's gonna cover it. Not today. Right where we left off. We're gonna watch in real time Ippo like really recuperating, because he's just sometimes always out the bed after, but this has been an actual, like, they were gonna throw the towel in. Round the group date. 51, round 51. I love when he does that. They came for her. Urine for what? I'm not a doctor, but like, what do you guys do with that? Dog. Oh my god! Let's see. Oh my gosh. This episode's called Group Date. Don't tell me it's for her. Oh wow. Wow. Related to a boxer. I can't think it's Flicker Guy's sister. If that's the case, she's everywhere. You can't just be working in a hospital with... How much time has passed? Because she was supposed to go to school. I was looking. Oh. So like where the writing that Takamura here was. It's like, where is it written? I knew... It's Flicker Guy's sister, right? Or maybe she just looks like her. It is her. Uh-huh. I was wondering if she'd come back, because like that was his first crush and they made a big deal out of it. As everyone, yes, as he should, I mean. Bro, you're just about to fall over. You know, I just feel like he'd be arriving with Barf Michi. I miss him. There she... Oh my god, that girl looks like Barf Michi. I'm seeing him everywhere. Wait, he actually has all that money now? She really worked up the courage to come, and he doesn't want to stay, so she just feels like, oh damn. I'm just gonna be laughing this episode, I feel like. I know, but nothing else to do with it. Look at his face. I also haven't been bowling in a while. I thought she was his type of girl. It also depends if they say, yeah, I know, whoever wants what, who. Oh yeah, yeah, he's going for his type. He's going for his type. It's that confusing for a second. It's like, why are they fighting over? This is... He's gonna run to Flicker guy. Don't invite him in. She asked on purpose, or not on purpose, like with the intention of her and Flicker guy him and Flicker guy talking. No, that stuff happens in like yandere genres with the you know. She's making it like, oh, your picture's inside. This is kind of embarrassing. I'd rather him be home rather than him coming in and seeing me sitting there. Don't even try nothing, Ippo. I'm not here for it. Because Flicker guy, this is his house. There's a nail. There's a nail through your head. She's lying. I remember their match. I kept saying I was forgetting other ones, but I remember his. To make him less nervous, just talk about boxing. Or like, to make yourself less nervous. Why was he... Watch him as like... moving on his knuckles. Oh my gosh. You hear him just dropping down the stairs. This guy still is coming. Oh. Everyone looks so hard. You want all the lines? I like his voice. I don't think the linings, the shadowing on his face makes him look even creepier. His grayish skin tone. He looks like a vampire. I swear I saw things. So they really all have girlfriends now. Like, this is like some lasting stuff, except with him and Flicker guy's sister. It's gonna take some time with them. I was like gonna ask, but is that the girl from yesterday? The Japan middleweight swings and misses late at night. So his whole thing about I'm not gonna get distracted. That came away so fast. Oh, come to think of it, Aoki what? Oh, hey, come to think of it, I wonder how Aoki is doing. I knew he said something about him, I just, the way he went away so fast. One more time for visuals. She might pick up. There's so much ways it could. It's either that's really how it happened, the way they're thinking, or maybe he got drunk because they did say he went to go drink. She brought him home and he knocked out, and she just wanted to watch over him, and that's trying to wake him up. Hey, wake up! Like. This episode was funny. This episode was funny. Oh gosh, this show is just pure comedy. Who's what? I forget his name. I was like, who's Jim? I know who's Jim. What's his name? Date. How did I forget? Because I could. It's called Brain Fart. Why does he look so much different? I thought he wasn't gonna respond to him. Don't be disrespectful. This guy's been watching Ippo. Not that no one else has, but this is a match. Like last match, I just said that was one of my favorites. No, that is my favorite because I don't know about no one of, since I barely remember the other ones. And then, but for this one, who knows? Will it take the cake? Will it take the bigger slice? I don't know. It's Date. Look at him. Look out. The fact that he's like second guessing everything though. This, he won't fall easy. It's gonna be a fair, like an equal match. People's not know. Hey, anyways, let's just stop. I was like, stop talking to myself. What else am I supposed to do? Oh, what's Sendo? Yeah, when they mentioned what's been going around that time, I remember like his match. Don't tell me this is. Did they say what this was called? I don't think they did, because this seems like a recap team. Well, he fought a tiger, he fought a wolf, he fought a vampire. I appreciate the recaps and like it's like they know I've been. Maybe I was wondering were these like, so this is highlighted brown and this one was brown as well, but now that I'm on it's orange. Maybe those are recap episodes. But I need this because why am I forgetting? But you see, this isn't just our recap. This is Date's recap. He's been watching everything Ippo's been going through it. Now right now he's frightened that, oh, this isn't enough. He knows the fight with Ippo's not going to be like a 1-2, I'm keeping my belt. It's not going to be that easy. But it's just, he knows what he needs to do to make it easy for him. Not that Ippo's going to stay down, but this isn't just a recap for me to remember. Date's always been watching. Oh, he wouldn't. How could I forget to mention that? I remember. Oh, creepy. You see, they all these matches end in very unique ways, but I forgot to mention it because I'm not really thinking about them as we move forward from different matches. So I really like these recaps for that. I wanted to title last video one of my favorites, but I couldn't really sit there and think about the other matches at that moment, so I titled my favorite. But it doesn't matter. I'm wondering how Date's match would be. Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot with Date's heart attacks, like literally attacks to the heart, stopping the heart for the mere moment to render your whole body immobile. It's crazy. And he's gonna do Ippo, of course, like maybe like during their match. Corkscrew. It's all come back to me. Because when we, move on, I'm focusing on the moves of the other person, their specialties, how they fight, and just their personality. Now we're back here. Remember the corkscrew, remembering the heart attack, remembering this, remembering that. That just surprised me. One of the most dangerous things I have ever seen. Don't put us in that part of the show where there needs to be a time skip because Ippo almost died fighting you. Don't do that. Just like the other guy, the wolf Vodka was talking about. Hits to the brain, ending your career. Don't do that. Don't do that. Watch how big his head is. And that is how it all started. It always cause some goofy mix-up when it's not Ippo in the commercial. After the last match too, I found a referee's manual. It was a PDF, and I was like, wow, this is pretty detailed, simple. And I'm just reading out, I'm like, wow, and they're doing exactly what the thing said. Like, everything is good, perfect with this. In this same match, when Ippo dropped down again, like that second drop after like 30 seconds when he got back up, that scared me, but it was the best thing he could have done. I think it was intentional. I think they said that, right? Because if he didn't, he would have got hit by the whatever punch Work was gonna do, and it would have been done there. Imagine how it must feel just hitting nothing. The last of your strength, and you're just swiping the air. The way they animated Ippo's movements, like it's gonna catch on fire. I feel like I'm watching the episode again. Where did Date go? I really did like this match. I'm remembering all the other ones with this episode, this recap one, but this one still takes the cake. A really delicious slice of red velvet cake until I see Date's match. Remember the old one? We graduated that sound. Bro, you're not even gonna keep it anyways. I know, like, willingly give it to him, but there's no need to defend in such a way that will prove that I am the champion. Wow. There's just, wow. Okay, Date. Na, 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 na. Oh my god, a new opening! Oh, I love new openings. It's okay. No pausing. Maybe I will pause. Can't much promise nothing. First of all, it looks really new. It's looking oily. It's looking sweaty. What is this? Is that his name? Oh wait, Noble Tiger? Sendo? He's fighting Sendo again? They lost me with this opening. They could have left it. Changed the visuals. Or it could have been like one of those anime where they never changed the first opening. I like that one as well, like a lot. I like that part. Okay, but they're doing it too fast. So we go into like title. Title, they did it too early. Title. Anyways. COVID. He eats stamina for dinner. No one could defeat him. I pity the man who said that in the first place. So that I can be myself. Round 53. That's what you mean by 6 years ago? Retired? How could someone 1 minute 12? Whoa. We haven't seen anyone covered in blood like that yet, too. Or, why am I saying yet? Don't let it be, Ippo. This is a title match. This isn't gonna be easy. Like, I'm not saying the last match was easy, but I already mentioned it before. If Ippo's gonna lose, it's gonna take as much as that and more. But I don't want to think these, and there's no reason for him to lose. I mean, like that Date, you don't need that belt. Mexico. I can't even pronounce it after him. It sounds so Mexico. Oh, bro, I didn't even think about your face. The scar you have now. Of course, it came from that. You'll be constantly reminded every time you look in the mirror, not just stinging to remember the day I lost everything. 6 years ago. Without the scar, he looks, and like the beard, he looks completely different. He mentioned a wife, didn't he? I didn't know he had a kid. No, I didn't know. Don't tell me she lost the baby as well, because we didn't talk about that. And he said his life changed forever. He said, to remember the day I lost everything. You lost everything, okay? I know you're still with your life, right? I think. But you lost the match. It could have been bad news after that. Like, it's crowded. It's packed. And he didn't come home. Like, his face was mushed up, and now he has a permanent scar. This guy destroyed him. And that's when they took the picture. Oh, gosh. Like, he was still falling. They took that picture mid-fall. I thought he was on the ground, just like that. The picture in the magazine Ippo was looking at. He's always dying to do something. He's like, I'll bring it back if it kills me. I'm dying to see her. I know that's just a figure of speech, but just death's following him, and I'm thinking about the baby right now. Hospital. She fell on the stairs, landed bad. They lost the baby. I didn't even get a good look at her. Like, she looked like every. After that, professional boxer Eiji Daitai went nowhere near a boxing ring. Like, during the entire. So he had to start from scratch. Who is this girl? You married someone else? No, because her hair is darker, longer. Maybe that's not even him. Isn't him? Like, who else would it be? 3 years later. 3 years later. Oh, it's Ippo. Let me go back a little bit because I might. No, her. That's her. That's her. Her hair was short. I thought I saw like a lighter color. So they had another kid. 3 years later. But they still don't mention this one. He looks like he has a bunch of energy, but try to stay awake. Are you saying it's not fun now? I don't know why guys with glasses in anime, not every person, but this one, he just looks conniving. Eyes and energy, that's the main person I'd use to describe someone who starts off with glasses. And it's just nice. Is the scar? I don't know where he's touching. He was gonna throw. He really did throw boxing away. After he lost that one round, you haven't come back home. Oh, like, not literally, but you're not the same since. You left very happy, very determined you were gonna win. You came back broken. That's what hit him? His real. What are you trying to say? She's the one that made me do it, bro. Oh, he did his like training to get back into it and come back. Will you take me back? The boy's like, who the F is that? Like, you want to show him his real father, but like, he never knew him anyways. Oh, he's not, because he has to like, starve himself to. So much people watching him. Crazy. How happy he looks. Oh, Taco doesn't seem like in the greatest condition. I'm not doubting his skill or his strength. Passing out in here, trying to lose 200 more grams to pass the weigh-in. Oh, it's just so crazy he has to go through all that. In your case? You're the one that's trying to do better to defeat him or make sure he wouldn't get you. Don't listen to him. I mean, that's just gonna make you out of train, so whatever. But your fists are not light whatsoever. And we've seen countless demonstrations. Last match is a perfect example. Ooh. If this was widescreen, this is like a nice wallpaper. They're going on beat properly to switch the matches in here compared to the opening showing the logo. We're gonna be talking about a fight next week, right? I did mention I want to see him fight an actual, like, we saw him fight. They show some parts of it, but not the entire thing. I do want to see it the way we see Ippo's matches, but it is gonna feel different. But I can't see much right now until I'm witnessing the match in the moment, which is next week. I'm just thinking about how to go. I never would want Takamura to lose at all, and I know he's strong, but I do want to see it because I don't know what to say or what he might use, moves he might do, and how he might counter or his thought process in the ring. I don't know much about Takamuda that way, so I guess that's why I'm more nervous to see his matches. But I have wanted to see them. I do, you know, I want to see them. So then I'll have that connection with Takamuda. Like I would know what to say when he has matches upcoming, or when he's faced off against an opponent. Like how I could guess how a match go. Like when I saw Volga and I'm guessing, okay, I'm not sure how he was gonna do this, but then the match will be an interesting one. I can't really say that for Takamuda because I know he's strong, you know, but to compare with other people, it's hard to really especially because they don't show his opponents. Okay, I think that's one of the reasons why it's kind of like a iffy feeling. I'm curious and interested to watch what's an iffy feeling because we've never seen his opponents that way, like how we saw Volga or Sendo or characters like that. Seeing what he had to go through at the weigh-in though, that's just making this match upcoming feel a little bit, I don't know the words, but this is see, if you understand this, then I don't even have to say it. I want to say it's not fair, but you built how you're built. But anyways, that was those 3 episodes. I don't have much to say about them. We had the beginning episode of funny goofiness, a very funny episode, to just relieve all the tension and the near-deathness and everything that happened of the match with Volk, the 5-rounded match where I wasn't sure who could have won, come up the victor, and I liked Volk's attitude in it as well. So we had that match, the middle recap, new opening with this episode, and seeing Date's past. I can't believe after he lost, he stopped boxing for 6 years, or it took him like, he stopped boxing and then after 3 years, that's when his wife like convinced him to get back into it, and then it took about another 3 years for like him to get back to, you know, train. And so I think they said 6 years ago, and 6 years ago he lost in Mexico, and then it took him 3 years to decide to hop back into boxing, right? So not 6 years to get back into it, but 6 years ago he did lose in Mexico, and he just quit. And like his trainer was saying before he came back, he was so promising. Where are all the bold ones? What word did he use? Kind of like people who just don't give up. You lose and you just quit. Why am I training people like this who are just not gonna give everything to boxing even if they lose? Because there's always that possibility on the table. Like you see how Ippo hasn't lost yet. If he loses, will he quit? I don't think that'd be the case. I think it'll be very hard for him because he's never lost yet. But it's not like he doesn't know the feeling of being on the brink of losing. And then seeing how Date lost in Mexico and he just quit, I feel like, oh, maybe, so if Ippo loses to him, he feels like maybe he put Ippo in the position where he was in 6 years ago and he quit, thinking, oh, Ippo might quit. Or maybe he thinking, oh, Ippo's not like me. He is stronger than that. He won't quit if he loses. But I'm thinking, oh, maybe Ippo could win. And then, like, how would he feel since he did lose in Mexico? It's kind of like bring back all that trauma and how he said everything in his life changed. He lost his son during that time as well, or baby, we don't know with the gender. Or maybe I feel like Ippo's gonna reopen his wound. It's old, I know it's very old, but reopen it where he might give him another cut there and it just bleeds all over again. I said I had nothing to say, but like, here we go again. But now I'm gonna end the video here. Really hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you did. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.